What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ray Garvin back with the Draft Network scouts, Joe Marino, Kyle Krabs, Keith Sanchez, and my man Damian Parson here. And this is my favorite segment that we do during our TDN 100 updates because I just get to sit back and let these guys go at it. This is Pound the Table. Yes, our scouts are going to talk about each other and a player that they have ranked way too low and why they need to move them up during this process. You know, at this point in the stage of the draft cycle, right? Senior Bowl is right around the corner. The NFL draft a couple of months away. The NFL season is wrapping up, and we all know that devastating beatdown that we saw with Georgia and TCU. So this is where we're starting to get into our groove. So I want to have Damian Parson, DP. The reason why I'm starting with you, baby, is because I know you're ready. When you're born ready, you stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So I want you to call them out by name, call them out by government name. Which one of your TDN counterparts are way too low on a guy that you will stand on the table and pound that thing in the ground with, man? DP, hit us with your guy.
Man, I got to holler at my guy, both of my guys, actually. Kyle and Joe, I got to ask you guys, man. Colby Wood, what is going on, right? 6'5", 290, long arms, powerful puncher, can play on the edge, kick inside, defends the run, corkscrews through double teams, gets pressure from the interior. He does literally everything. And I don't even think you guys have him ranked. What's going on, man? Talk to me.
I like guys that play hard, man. I like guys with a cranked up motor that I don't have to question their effort against the run, my guy. Tweener, is he an inside guy, an outside guy? I see a lot of questions, Dame. A lot of questions with Colby Wood.
And just for the people out there, Colby Wooden is a what? What position? What school? Who is Colby?
Defensive lineman. Interior defensive line from Auburn. All right,
Kyle. Kyle, he called you out too. I heard Kyle and Joe. So why are you so low on this young man?
Yeah, I was in the same room with both of y'all when we had a pretty extensive discussion around Colby Wooden and who he is as a player and his resume. And I came away with that conversation with a lot of the same observations that Joe Marino did. So it's a player, there's no doubt he's got all the tools, right? But this is one heck of a defensive line group. I mean, you sit here and you count them up. Now, there's not a ton of guys who you really trust to play on the interior and make their living inside. But at the same time, I just look at the other pass rushers type that I think can kick inside on third down passing situations. And he just wasn't too high up on the pecking order for me because of some of those questions that Joe had already kind of touched on.
There it is, Colby Wooden. And Kyle, since you finished it up, go ahead and hit us with the guy that you want to pound the table for in this 23 class.
Well, I'm really glad you're having me follow DP so I can ask him what the heck Tucker Kraft sent to his house to have him not put Tucker Kraft, the tight end from South Dakota State, in his top 100. Tucker Kraft, unranked for DP. This is a guy who, for me, in a really good tight end group, is a top 3 tight end. I get he's a small school kid, but you know who else played at South Dakota State? Dallas Goedert. And my guy's doing just fine. And Tucker Kraft, he's got some big-time ball skills. He's been a primary pass catcher there for a powerhouse on the FCS level. This guy's going to be a day 2 pick home run. I'd be surprised if this guy goes in the second round. So DP, you're going to have to talk to me. And Keith, I'm not letting you off the hook here either. I see that 74th overall, my guy, okay? So both y'all on notice.
Listen, I'll go first. You know what I'm saying? It's you ever heard the term out of sight, out of mind? Did this kid play at all this year? Wasn't he hurt?
He did.
Oh, was he? I felt like he was hurt. He did come back. Okay. So I got to get eyes on him again because I remember him being hurt, for majority of the season early on. So that's my out. I don't know what Keith got to say about himself, but I can cover me.
Oh, man, that's crazy, DP. I thought we was in this together, right? DP made sure he was good, and he said, you know what, Keith?
Threw you under the bus, Keith. Threw me under the bus and backed it up, baby. That's tough right there, man. Nah, man, but I have a lot of respect for Tucker Kraft. This was more about positional value, and I know that it's overall rankings, right? But we still look at the tight end position, and, when we're used to comparing those guys against the extreme athletes that wide receivers are, it's always tough for tight ends, man. It's always tough for him. And then him playing at a smaller school, you worry about how does the certain athletic skill set, how does it translate to playing against higher and tougher competition. So that was the only issue. Tucker Kraft, look, man, we still have love for you. My most recent mock draft, man, I put you in the second round. So, it's all love this way, baby.
He's
Kyle,
in my mock too. So
Kyle, can you just real quick for the people out there? I mean, do you have those type of concerns with him playing against a little lower level of competition, athleticism? Does he possess all of the things that are necessary to become a tight end like a Dallas Goedert or one of these other tight ends that we see in the NFL, worthy of a second round pick?
Yeah, I think if you're going to be a small school kid and you're going to make that kind of jump, your resume really has to have all of those boxes checked. And I think that he does. This is a guy who's on the roster at 6'5", 260, right? So this is a big dude. This isn't one of those 240-pound spread offense tight ends. This is somebody who can big boy you. And he knows how to use his weight and knows how to use his frame. And the ball skills, his ability to adjust to the ball in the air is, I think, one of the best qualities that he has. And DP mentioned the injury. He did play in 9 games this year. Production was down. He averaged about 3 catches per game. So it's not like the year prior when he had almost 800 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. A little bit of a regression from a statistical standpoint, but yeah, I mean, he absolutely, in my mind, checks the boxes as somebody who maybe not year 1, maybe not 2023, but by the end of year 2, year 3, your usual progression for rookie tight ends, that's where I'd expect these athletic gifts to really take over.
There we go. Tucker Kraft right there. Keith, DP, y'all may need to move him up during the next iteration of the TDN 100. But we're going to move on to Joe Marino. I want to hear from Joe, who he's pounding the table for. Which guy, Joe, in this class? Do you turn on the tape, you're looking at the numbers, and you're like, this is a dude right here, and my counterparts are out of their damn mind for having him too low. Who is it, Joe?
Well, listen, me and my colleagues, we can agree on a lot of things. We agree that this edge rusher class is really, really deep. We've got 17 edge rushers in our current iteration of the TDN 100. Of those 17, 13 were consensus picks. All of us had them in our ballot. But there's a guy that I need you guys to leave room for in a deep edge rusher class, and that is Isaiah McGuire out of Missouri, 30-game starter in the SEC. The last 2 seasons, a lot of production, 28 tackles for loss, 14.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. And this guy has a really nice skill set, 6'4", 275 pounds, good length, and he's got active hands and a lot of power and good flexibility for his frame. And you like the run defense. You like his ability to potentially stand up and do some 3-4 stuff. There's a lot of Zadarius Smith to his game, how you can move him around and be versatile with him. I know Dame got a little taste this week watching Broderick Jones, the guy that gave him the most trouble, Isaiah McGuire from Missouri. So in a loaded edge rusher class, leave some room for my guy, Isaiah McGuire.
Anybody have any thoughts about this edge rusher from Missouri? I know we kind of talked about him collectively as a group today. Any of you all who have him so low, anybody want to defend themselves for such a low ranking of this? We've got a taker. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, I'll take the bait here. Everybody on the edge rankings is going to be moving up a spot or two. With I had a pretty lofty spot reserved for the UCLA pass rusher Laiatu Latu. Who is some medical stuff needing to prove that he's fully back. He's going back to school. He was 64th on my board. So you kind of the domino effect. Joe, I'm going to have you back next time. I'll make sure Isaiah McGuire gets a little bit more representation. So we have a spot, the top 64 as an edge rusher that opened up. I'm just going to slide everybody up. And lo and behold, we're going to get Isaiah McGuire in there next time because I trust you.
There it is. There it is. All right. Joe, you got anything it looked like you were going to say something. Are you going to leave him alone or you got something else to say?
No, I get it. It's a loaded class. I really do. But I got a feeling next time around I won't be the only one with him on my ballot.
There it is. And everybody out there watching this, go check him out. Go check out that player. All right. Keith, I saved you for last, and I'm saying I'm saving the best for last because you've been giving my Dallas Cowboys a lot of love on old Twitter and old Dak Prescott, so I had to save you for last, Keith. Talk to your colleagues. Who are they too low on? Who are you pounding the table for here in January of 2023?
Yeah, this is going to be no surprise to them. And this is my last time, right? Like, this is my last invitation. This is my last roll call. This is the last call for this player for people to get on a bandwagon for him. I heard everything from he's too small to anything else, right? Jamir Gibbs, the guy is talented, man. Straight up footwork in the backfield, right? He's elusive, he's explosive, he catches the ball like he's a wide receiver. Then Ray, I know you usually pull up the rankings, right? But I had to pull up the rankings myself and kind of double check. And it's sitting somewhere, it's not at the top of the first round, right? It's kind of lower, and we're gonna bring up size, right, and say he's too small. But I want to get people's reaction when I say guys like Chris Johnson, Marshall Falk, right? Christian McCaffrey, Jamal Charles, Barry Sanders. And if we want to go to modern game, we have Aaron Jones and Ray Garvin. How about Tony Pollard running those Dallas Cowboys to the playoffs, baby? So this is my last call. This is my roll call. I have nothing else left to say for Jamir Gibbs. I'm like, come jump on the bandwagon with me, baby.
Who's the lowest on Gibbs of the scouts? Which one of y'all are the lowest on Gibbs of the scouts? That's who we want to hear. DP's getting himself out of there.
It's a draft dude's tie. It's a draft dude's tie.
Keith Sanchez out here sounding like the commenters on the mock drafts asking us why we hate the guys that we ranked 29th. You're too low. You got him 31st overall, top 32 player in this year's class. Why you hate Jamir Gibbs? I don't know, Keith. I wish I had a good answer for you.
Oh, man.
Does he have to be top 15 for it to be
Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to see top 15.
I guess I got him on top 30. Running back me.
And if you know Joe's tendencies, the fact that he's got Gibbs, that eye is a blessing.
That's true. That is very true. That's very true.
Oh, wow. Another month of pounding the table. And Keith said this is his final time. He will not do it again. You guys need to get Gibbs top 10, top 5 in the class for Jamir Gibbs. I don't know what Keith wants. Number one overall player, Jamir Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. This was a great one, you guys. And for everybody out there, let us know in the comments, who do you guys think these scouts are a little too low on? If you want to see the full TDN 100, go to thedraftnetwork.com. Make sure you check out all the dope content that we're putting out via the website. You can check us out on social media, Instagram. You can go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like this video if you're watching it. And most importantly, go to the premium Discord service and sign up. There are so many fantastic things coming right around the corner. You do not want to miss out. There are film sessions, all types of things that we were doing inside of that. So hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and go to that premium Discord service and join. I promise you, you will not regret it. But for our scouts, Keith Sanchez, Damian Parson, Kyle Krabs, and Joe Marino, I'm Ray Garvin, Draft Network. We're out. Peace.